whatever you want to call me.
And I'm Christopher LaVoy, that's boy. I'm always LaVoy, no matter what.
Hi, this is the Lourdes Chris show. This is my amazing, brilliant, spectacular wife, Lourdes. I mean, and I'm feeling hungry.
He's always hungry. And this is my husband, Chris, who I enjoy daily with his craziness. Like, I really do. He makes it so much fun. He makes
She
life
says
fun.
that on camera, but off camera, it's just like, stop.
No. Sometimes I tell him stuff, but that's only like when we go to like the store. This is a quick, people need to know this. Anytime he does his card swipe and they'll say, just sign your name here, he always says, okay, but I'm not signing my name.
That's right. They need to know I will not sign my real name.
So I always have to tell him he's kidding.
But she always has to ruin it for me. Actually, remember that one kid said he doesn't care. I don't care.
He said it doesn't matter. You can make a scratch and he doesn't care.
I don't care.
Thank goodness. But that's those moments of embarrassment. Those I could do without. But
so this is episode 5.
5, folks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
And we're just getting warmed up.
We're having a blast. We're loving this. We're loving doing this because honestly, it feels, without sounding too cheesy, kind of fulfilling because this is something that we've been striving for. Yeah, this is
our mission has always been to be a difference in the world, to change people's health, right? To change people's life, to have a healthier lifestyle. So in stating that, please guys, go to our website here and you can donate. I like to do this because
she loves to do this right here because it's like that's where I got to put it.
That's where he's got to put it.
So yeah, your donations actually help us with our mission to help others, and that's what's important to point out. We want the conversation to change surrounding health and wellness, and
it's what it's time for people to feel good.
That's right.
People shouldn't have to just kind of feel like mediocre on pills.
People.
Why not feel 100%? I'm just saying, why not physically, no matter whether you're a kid or you're wherever you are in your life, doesn't it feel great that you can enjoy life feeling 100%? So all that we want to do is help many people, in fact, help all people to change their lifestyle in a way where they just feel satisfied and feel good and they wake up in the morning just like ready to conquer the world.
She brought up a valid point. The fact is that people will just try to get used to not being 100%. Yep. They go, I'm only 90% today, and then it's only 85%. And we just get used to it. It becomes part of our life, and we can become acclimated to it.
Well, then we kind of feel like that's just normal.
Right. And it is not.
It's not.
It's not. Nope. Stop thinking that.
Because when you start nourishing, balancing, and cleansing
I see what
body.
you did there. That's today's topic. We're going to talk about nourish, balance, cleanse. Because you've heard us say it like 100 times throughout the show.
Throughout the show, yes.
Yeah, we just want to clarify what nourish, balance, cleanse is. So today's topic, nourish, balance, and cleanse. So,
and all three work in harmony together. You can't just nourish, but you're not balanced and you got all, you got all the junk in the trunk and you're not feeling good. Well, the nourishment can be nourished if there's stuff in the way. You got to get like Sharon Winter said in the last episode, you got to get rid of the clutter.
That's right. And then, the cleanse is important. And we've actually advised a few people with their health. And it was a cleanse that they just couldn't do the cleanse because the doctor literally said, no, you're not doing that. And you know who I'm talking about. Or that one guy who just refused, right, to do the cleanse because he didn't.
Well, it was certain cleanses because there's many types of cleanses, and when you're cleansing, it's not just about taking in all these different juices that do help cleanse the body. Obviously, it just didn't just nourish because it's important to do both. You don't want to go off balance, so you're nourishing and you're balancing at the same time. But there's other things that you can do to kind of get things that are just sitting in the walls of your intestinal area that's been there for who knows how many years, So there's colonics that people are going, I'm not putting nothing up my...
That's where we had some hurdles with that guy. We wouldn't go down that road.
And coffee enemas or wheatgrass enemas, which we like, and the reason why we like them.
Why? That's the cleanse part. We're not at the cleanse part. We're not even at the nurse part. We're at the saying hello part right now.
I be jumping on in.
She do. So today we're going to be talking about the NBC of Option C.
Yes.
Sounds like a rap song, right? From the 90s. Who does the NBC Option C?
No. God. That was too cheesy, baby.
I'm a dad. I'm allowed to tell dad jokes. Right now, I know out there are a few dads who are just looking at this going, nice.
Yeah, I know. And the kids are like rolling their eyes along with the mom.
I accept this. This is my badge. This is my life now. So here we go. We're going to get right into it. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for us to talk about NBC.
NBC, and we ain't talking about the network.
No,
for the
sir.
love
No,
of
sir.
Pete.
Nourish, balance, cleanse.
Yep.
Nourish.
Yes. And balance?
No,
Just
just nourish. I'm gonna take a page from Lourdes. Nourish.
Now he has to put nourish.
I'm
right
going
there.
to because I'll do sprinkle. I'll do jazz hands. Nourish. It's obvious that nourish would be one of the first things we should talk about when it comes to your health, because nourishment, believe it or not, is not going to a fast food restaurant and getting the number 3 special with a chocolate milkshake. I mean, that's not really nourishing, just so you know.
And that's just you allowing yourself to get full so you don't feel hungry. But
Something you always said that was interesting about that, you said that a lot of times people will feel hungry like a half hour after they're eating. And it's not so much that you're hungry, it's that your body really didn't get any nourishment from what you put into it.
and not just that.
Yeah.
If you didn't eat right, obviously you're going to be hungry again. Mm-hmm. Right? Or you feel bloated and just miserable. But that being said, when you're hungry, when you're feeling the hunger, it doesn't necessarily mean food. It also can mean water. Our bodies feel the same thing. When we need water, we will feel hungry. When we need nutrition, we will feel hungry. So
Maybe I need water. Maybe that's why I'm hungry.
that's what I'm saying. Well, if you've eaten and an hour later you're feeling hungry, you should wait an hour before you drink anyway. So an hour later, get yourself a glass of water and drink that, because that fills you up for a reason. The body also is the way to, you just feel hungry when your body's lacking water.
Well,
now, by
water
the time
is-
you feel thirsty, you're dehydrated.
No, that's what's up. Now, water obviously is also a part of nourishing. So you also
Yes.
want to. So
also
when we
cleansing.
say nourish, part of the NBC nourish, what we're talking about is quality nourishment.
Yes. You want to go into, like, early in the morning, you might want to get up and say, you know what, while I'm trying to get ready, I'm going to just take a slice of lemon, squeeze it in some clean water, drink that down. It starts kind of like detoxing the liver.
Start your day off right.
Yeah. And then you go, and while you're getting things ready and you're, getting dressed or whatever, then you're now ready to eat your breakfast. Why not have a glass of juice? And I don't mean just any type of juice, like, I don't know, and not juice that you buy at the store with all the sugars and who knows how long it's been in there that even the enzymes are dead. But I mean, like,
No, I know. Yeah,
celery.
with a masticating juicer, which we just used one that we picked up from Amazon.
Yep.
We'll put the link down there so you know which one we use. It's not even like,
Not pricey at all.
it wasn't pricey. It wasn't like the high end, but that's the one we use and it works.
Because all we care about is that it works.
That's right.
That it juices and it's not got the metal blades killing the enzymes and everything
That's
else
right.
in it. So it just squeezes it out. So we will have that in the description.
That's right.
Which one we use. But if you just take like a glass of, you're going to take like 2 stalks of celery, not 2 stalks, but like 2 stems of celery,
Uh-oh. So you need
half a
recipe now,
cucumber, 1 green apple, and a kale leaf,
Yep.
maybe a little bit of ginger. I like the ginger root. Juice that.
Burns my ears.
Oh, because I give them a lot though. I put like a whole root.
Yeah, once I drink it, it burns my ears, and that lasts from the inside. It's bananas, but it's because it's so much ginger.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like, it's
Good for
hot.
you. It's good for you.
But you
Puts
make
hair on your
that and
chest.
you drink that glass and you just feel saturated. And so now you're going to start your day with your body being nourished because you saturated it.
Yeah.
I don't mean blender. I don't mean blend it in and no, I mean, because sometimes if you're having problems with your intestinal area, it has to now break that down. But if you juice it, it just goes right into their system.
Well, but really for the whole day, you want to just keep the nourishment in mind because, if you drink a soda, right?
1 can of soda compromises your immune system for 4 hours.
I mean, and we're in this environment out there where
People are drinking
everybody-
more than 1 can.
Yeah, and the thing of it is that all we're saying is that when it comes to the nourishing, as far as the food part of it, you just really want to make conscious decisions about what you're putting in your body, and obviously do your research and make sure that you're getting the highest quality foods. Sharon was talking about that on like 2 episodes ago now.
Yeah.
That organic doesn't really mean organic like it used to.
Well, it's just so depleted, which is why we need to supplement that with supplements. But
That's
good
also part of
supplements.
nourishment is the supplements, which is why we partnered up with Dr. Nuzum.
Because this stuff is amazing.
Because the stuff is amazing, and those are the supplements that we recommend to people because
'cause we take
supplementing is almost a way of life now. Like you almost have to do it.
And we do share what we ourselves take, because if we didn't take it, we can't speak to it. So because we have taken it and we do love the results, is why we share that. But when it comes to nourishing, even when people a lot of times they go, well, I had one to, I don't know, one of those fast foods because I was hungry. Well, the way to take care of that is just bring some fruit with you. Whether it's a peach or an apple or a banana or orange or whatever. And some people may say, well, I have diabetes or something, whatever your excuse is. Your body totally recognizes that sugar. It's not like the sugar that you scoop up, and that's different.
Well, we knew that one guy that he just carried around an avocado.
And you can have an avocado.
Because that was like he preferred the savory snack, and that's what he would do. He would just dive into that avocado.
Well, even with my mom, when I gave her juices, I put in, green apples and green grapes, and she was diabetic, and it didn't affect her sugar. In fact, it normalized her. Mm-hmm. But that was added with obviously the celery and the cucumber.
Right, and with all things, do your research. Make sure that you're doing right for your specific needs, but make the good conscious decision. I guess is what we're saying.
Because it's about nourishing.
Yeah, and not just food though. That's the thing that people that Nourish, Balance, Cleanse is not just about food. It's also spiritual. It's your job. It's your family, your social life. It's your mind, your body, and your spirit.
Yeah.
So.
And if your spirit is down, and we mean like, you just don't got, how they say, got the spirit of Christmas, you get that. Same thing. Mm-hmm. If you're constantly feeling down or depressed, that affects your health.
It does.
So you want to build that up, whether it's putting on music or dancing or.
Well, that's what I mean by nourishing. So find that thing that gives you just a little bit of jolt of happiness. For me, I do dance.
Me too.
And I sing. And, I sing like no one can hear me, and people tell me to stop.
No, he's got a good voice. Don't let him lie to you.
Actually, I sing where people can hear me, and they stop and cheer.
I don't know about
It's somewhere in the middle is what I'm saying to you. But singing does bring it around for me, and I know this about myself. Dancing brings it around for me. So sometimes when we're feeling funky, we literally just put on some music and start dancing.
We do. Like, if any one of us feel like, he'll turn it on if he sees me like just overthinking stuff. Because it happens, we're human. And that's why we have to always nourish our bodies, mind, and spirit. If it's the song that's going to get you up there, and I don't mean put on a song that's like, reminds you of something sad.
Yeah, right. The opposite thing. You left me, the bastard.
Because, there's a time for everything, right? There's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry, there's a time for anything. But that's when something happens. But when it's over, come on, it's time to now get yourself going.
And also surround yourself with people that actually make you feel good.
Yep.
I mean, just consciously surround yourself with those type of people. That's also nourishment.
And your mind. You want to nourish your mind, right? And how do you nourish your mind? Because a lot of times...
Well, for us, it's learn something new every day.
Yes. And something that's inspiring, like that gets your mind going. You want it always uplifting. So you want to uplift the body, the mind.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into Lourdes, a little inside track. Lourdes has a habit of just taking her Bible, and she just opens it, and she goes, and pop. No, I'm sorry, you asked first.
No, I asked first. So I'll go and say, okay, God, what do I need to know? What do I, whatever the subject is, whatever I'm dealing with, I'm trying to figure something out. And then just take the moment, ask it from the heart, and then I take the Bible and I just open it up, and then I plant my finger where it was going to go. And then I just read it. And I got to tell you, it always gives me the answer. So, and then
that's nourishing your spirit.
Yep. And then I just take that day, focus on those words.
I mean, find something. Tai Chi, meditation. We meditate. I mean, it's just music.
Conversations with friends that make you laugh, that you have a really good time with.
Absolutely. Go see a movie.
Yep, go see a movie.
Well, now that you can now. I mean,
now you can.
Maybe not where you were. We can. I don't know.
Well, we can.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Turn on the tubes and watch some stand-up comedy. I don't know.
Yeah. Just, nourish yourself on all the different levels is what we're kind of getting down to. Okay, so actually, Dr. Nuzum, we're learning a lot from him. So if you go to www.Nuzum.com, I said that really fast.
He did.
If you go to www.drnuzum.com, you can actually learn a lot right there, and right there, you're expanding your mind right there. So, and actually, speaking of, we're going to actually take a quick break.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick sponsor break, and we're going to come back, and
we'll go into the balance.
I was waiting. I wasn't sure she wanted me to say it. Like, but
He just forgot it was balance. He
I
didn't think that.
no, I knew it was balance. That wasn't.
He's like, was it balance?
What
or
was it again?
cleanse?
Was it borax? No, that doesn't sound right. No, it was balance. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Super Earth Energy.
Super Earth Energy.
For nearly 2 decades, Dr. Nuzum was developing this formula.
This one.
2 decades of his life. Nearly 2 decades.
I mean, that's really make dedication to giving you the best quality of a supplement that's going to give you not only energy, I mean, it improves adrenal and, you know.
Well, so it improves your adrenal and muscle fatigue.
Yep.
It actually helps with chronic fatigue syndrome, a compromised immune system, sleep deficit, brain fog.
Which many are experiencing low sexual desire. I mean, this 2 decades, there's a reason. He put a great formula together. He formulated, and it's just amazing. Like, we love it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like we were just telling our daughter the other day. It's not like it gives you like a caffeine jittery feeling. It's more like you're just awake.
Yeah, like, you know, when you were a kid and you
Right.
you didn't feel, kids they seem to not get tired. So it's kind of that. You don't go, oh, I feel like all this caffeine. It's none of that, because I personally can't do caffeine. It
Right.
really, it causes me nausea, migraines. I just can't do caffeine. But I take this and I just don't feel tired. Like, I can spend a whole day really getting a lot of things done and not feel exhausted, or I have to take a nap, or I still do my meditation stuff, but oh my gosh, amazing.
It's because it's giving you energy at a cellular level. Now, all you have to do to get this product is go to www.drnuzum.com and look for Super Earth Energy. We've got that. We got it ourselves, but
Yeah.
we should do a little, like, still show them what that bottle looks like. And
Yes.
there it is, Super Earth Energy. That's right. Go to drnuzum.com.
Yes. drnuzum.com. In fact, right here, we see the link.
Oh, see, now I got to put it there. I
That's
was
right.
going to put it there now, but now it's got to be there.
Or he can still put it here, but definitely here.
It's going to be 2 places now.
Super Earth Energy.
We're back.
We're balancing ourselves here.
I was waiting. You stole my thunder. I was gonna be like, whoa, what's going on?
I feel off balance.
Oh, what? Balance. Anyways, yeah. Now my cheesiness is rubbing off on Lourdes. So yeah, balance is what we're talking about now. So that side this time. So there. Actually,
Balance right here?
I'm saying so there. I'm the one who has to put it there. So there you are. Balance. Yeah. So we're talking about balance now. So when it comes to Nourish, Balance, Cleanse, balance is I know it sounds.
Here you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
When it comes to nutrition, right? You have to balance things out.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like everybody goes, you know,
A well-balanced
everything
diet.
is in moderation. I don't want to eat a little poison to add that to moderation.
Well, it's like you always see those cereals. Like eating this cereal with a well-balanced diet. It's just like, you realize your cereal's got like so many harmful dyes and chemicals inside of it that you're actually carcinogenic.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So balance is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may take a whole lot of D's.
D3s.
But they don't need it because they're fine.
Yeah, right.
So you don't want to have so much of one thing and hardly nothing of others. So you want to have all those vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in the body balanced.
That's right.
So that you're running at 100%.
Well, we just learned we're looking the other day at vitamin D3. You're supposed to take it with K, like we had seen that. And but if you go a little bit further and you dig it down, K is plentiful.
Yep. It's in leafy greens. It's in your vegetables. It's in some of the meats that folks eat. You want to go organic if you eat those things. We don't.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Yeah.
It's in cheese. It's in eggs. So vitamin K is pretty much in everything you eat.
Yeah.
So you already have the K. You don't need the K to take the vitamin D3. You need the K to absorb vitamin D3 if you're low on K. most people really aren't. Most
Right.
people are really actually low on D. So the best way to do it is you can always go to a doctor or someone and check out.
Three episodes ago now, we were talking about omegas, omega-3,
Yes.
omega-6, and omega-9. And what we were saying is that back in the day, our hunter-gatherer ancestors were well balanced in their omegas.
Yep.
And so
Well, they were digging in there for those potatoes.
That's right. One.
The yuca.
Yeah, I suppose, if you're from Puerto Rico. So if you had a good balance of them, the 6 acted when it needed to, the 3 acted when it needed to. But that's the whole point. That's the balance that we're talking about.
Well, because
when
you're
it comes to
taking
nutrition.
in the stuff you need, right?
Right.
I mean, look at how many people get into the algae and stuff, which is a lot of omegas is where you're going to get your stuff at, right? It's the algae. But when you have omega-3, 6, and 9, now and 7.
And 7 now.
Yeah, there's 7.
The little brother 7 that just got recently discovered.
Yeah, so in fact, I remember taking 7 once, and I was working out because I really don't work out. But this one time I thought, I'm going to do it. And you know how usually when you work out the next day, you're like, you can barely move because you're just like, ouch, it hurts. But this one time, I really worked out. I was taking omega-7, and I just because I wanted to try it. And this was about a year ago.
Yep.
Or 2 years ago. Anyway, long story short, I didn't wake up stiff or sore. Not the second day, not the third day, I just didn't. And I'm like, what is in this stuff? So
It's almost like we planned this segue to talk about balance when it comes to exercise. Obviously, any professional, bodybuilder or anything like that, they balance out when they work out what muscle group and all that other stuff. So balance is like really in everything. You want to make sure you're maintaining a balance in everything. It's the yin and yang. It's the tiger and the dragon. It's you just want to make sure that whatever you're approaching is balanced out. Like we said with Nourish, you want to nourish the mind, body, and spirit. It's the same thing with balance. You want to make sure you're balancing out. Like, don't skip leg day.
there's so many people that I'm going, those little twigs.
Bunch of Mighty Mouse individuals out there, and you're like, why did you skip leg day? Why would you do that?
Now you got me cracking up.
Anyways, we've known a few mighty mice out there that
They're like huge like this.
yeah, they're just.
You're wondering how those stick legs hold them up. That's horrible. If you're one of those, I'm sorry, but what those legs?
They look top heavy.
You're like they're gonna go ting.
You're like, ooh, are you sure your legs can sustain what you got going on up there, buddy?
Yeah.
Anyways, so even when it comes to exercise or meditation, you want to balance. You okay?
Yes, it's just you should have never said that. Darn it.
All right.
But yeah.
Now she's got
So
the
you want to balance. Even when you're working out, you want to work the legs, you want to work the stomach, you want to work the back, the arms, the leg, all of it. Work it all, man. Don't go on one side and tip over.
Start working out just the right side of your body only. Wind up walking in circles wherever you go.
But so it's about balance. And you go ahead, because I can't.
Okay, so balance in all things. We're talking balance in spirituality as well. You don't want to become such a spirit to ingest so much spirituality that's what you need.
Well, you want a lot of spirituality, right?
Right.
But there's
I'm
a
saying,
balance to that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like that you're not even going to work because you're so busy. Like,
Right,
I got to meditate, I got to
now-
go into spiritual,
now
and then
we're
you just
thinking.
let go of life. You still have to live. You still have to eat. You still have to drink your waters and your juices. You still have to use the
Now,
bathroom.
this is
you
a
have
true.
to shower
Okay,
up.
so this is an example I want to share, and this is a true story. And I guess I'm just going to pick on you tonight because I got all these stories about you.
Really?
When Lourdes was 12 years old, a little boy in her church had leukemia. He was really sick, and Lourdes made a decision.
Well, because he would sit next to me in the church. He was 4, and because you could feel the heat because he had a consistent fever because he had leukemia, right? Cancer in the blood. And at the time, I was just a kid, so I wanted to help heal him. And to this
It's
day,
amazing that even back then she was like that. Yeah.
So I fasted for 2 weeks. And I thought fasting meant you don't drink or eat anything. I didn't know you could drink water. Right? I didn't drink water. Nothing went in my mouth. Like, I didn't drink or eat anything for 2 weeks. And I remember, like, after a few days, it was like everything just went black. And my mom was like, stop doing that. You're going to kill yourself. And so I was stressing my mom out. But I was really dedicated on just doing this for this 4-year-old to help save him. And I felt, God, I'm going to sacrifice myself to save this 4-year-old. And I don't know whatever happened to him afterwards.
But that's not balance,
That's
is my
not even-
point.
I was so off balance because I just thought, this is what I want to do. I was overboard. Everything I did was just overboard. I got to help this person. And all my energy just went to that, and everything else just went to the wayside.
I think on some level we all innately understand the balance conversation, because look, I would like to go to the beach every day, but
You can't.
I can't. I mean, well, no, I choose not to. That's so my free tip to people when it comes to, if you're ever feeling bad and down about your situation, you do realize you made a choice to be there, and
Yeah.
you made a choice. So choose it powerfully, and then move past it. That's just a quick little gem that's gotten me through a lot of tough times, where I go, I choose this. This is my choice.
Yep.
But I choose balance, is what I'm saying to you. If I have to work, or if I choose to work, rather, I've made a choice to do so because I want that balance. And so
You just have to balance when it comes to the body and the mind.
all the organs have to be balanced, working with each other.
And to do that, again, you got to get those nutrients in there. You got to get the minerals and vitamins. They have to go in there consistently on a daily basis so that everything is balanced and everything works together. I mean, if you're lacking magnesium is the one mineral that helps tell the rest of the cells to communicate with each other so they can do their job.
Also helps you sleep.
Yeah, and it helps you sleep.
Right. So I mean, balance and sleep. I mean, we can go bananas on balance.
Yep. And if you ever feel a little off balance, I mean, get that nutrition in there. But one of the things I did is I got Dr. Nuzum's magnesium.
Yes.
Is like you just put like 10 drops in your hand, you rub it on your belly, and you can do it inside your arms.
And now your cells are talking to each other, and
they're doing their thing, and the body goes, it's time for me to go to bed.
And this is true too. The
An
other
hour
thing,
before you go to bed, you do that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You don't want to do it like
don't
do
go
something.
operate heavy machinery.
Yeah, I'm really feeling tired.
So when Lourdes is feeling out of balance sometimes too, she'll just be like, look, let's make a green juice, because she knows if you get a full-bodied green juice, you're going to start to feel amazing.
And to be honest, I do. It's like if I'm feeling just drained or exhausted because I've just been running mad again because of all, I'm not being balanced in my life, in my mind. I'm like, I got to get this done and that done. And so your mind just keeps running.
Mm-hmm.
Even that needs to be balanced. You have to go, hold on a second. This is what I have to do right now. That could be done later. And just balance things out. That it's really important. So,
and all of Dr. Nuzum's products are actually extremely well balanced. That's why he spent as much time as he did get these formulas just right, because he's looking for the balance.
Yeah, you don't want to have like you take this supplement, but it's got too much of this one thing and none of that, and then you're like, it's not working for me. But
yeah, he's just not standing going a dash of this and a pinch of that, and he's making sure it's well balanced, and that's the whole idea.
So when you take his supplements, which is why we take them faithfully, is because they are balanced.
And we will be right back. Well,
after these messages.
But what's next? Get ready for cleanse.
Yes. After this break.
Super Digest.
Super Digest, one of the one of the strongest digestive formulas on the market.
That's, And again, this makes sense, right? Dr. Nuzum, but now you guys are seeing a theme, right? Dr. Nuzum just does the best because that's what he does.
And when it comes to your digestive system, because that's where you get the most of, nutrition, you definitely want it to be amazing.
The top notch.
Yep. And this is like 10 types of active digestive enzymes to enhance your digestion of proteins.
Protein, fats, and carbs.
Yep.
As well as pineapple proteolytic enzyme and papaya proteolytic enzyme. Proteolytic. It sounds like an era of dinosaurs, doesn't it?
Yeah, proteolytic.
This dinosaur was found in the proteolytic era.
I just like saying proteolytic.
Yeah, that's actually our new word now. We're just going around saying proteolytic.
And it's got pineapple proteolytic.
We never had to learn proteolytic until we met Dr. Nuzum, and now we understand what proteolytic is. It's an enzyme that actually helps you break down protein.
And by the way, and carbs, and you need the enzymes to break down the proteins and carbs and the stuff that you need, because that's how you get your nutrition.
Right, and
So
this one has like 10, right?
Yes.
10 of types of active digestive enzymes.
Active, there's the key.
Yeah, they're not sleepy. They're not sleepy enzymes.
No.
They're not just like, well, okay. No, they're active. They're running around.
10 types of active digestive enzymes.
So you want to go to www.drnuzum.com, look for Super Digest that my lovely model wife assistant is holding.
And by the way, the products we share, it's because we take them.
We're using them.
Because we love what it does for our bodies. It's really good. So you guys definitely, oh my gosh.
Digestion is crucial to your health, and that's why Dr. Nuzum has created this Super Digest.
If you have issues with your digestive system, you're going to want Super Digest.
That's right.
Yep. Super Digest.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
And we're going to talk about
Cleanse.
cleanse.
You know, the fun stuff, the real fun stuff. Let's dig in.
The nitty gritty.
Yes. Wait till you find out what cleansing, and I don't just mean like cleansing when you're juicing, when you do celery, because that's a cleanser, and cucumbers, that's another cleanser.
You know, I
But there's
mean,
more. And not just colonics.
Dr. Nuzum Super Digest helps with cleansing as well because it helps
Yeah.
you eliminate property and break down all this stuff.
And get that stuff out.
We're talking about
Coffee enemas.
foot
Because that's a
detox.
cleanser. Foot detox. Bath soaks. That,
Okay, so look, here's the thing. We live in a toxic environment. There's nothing, no one can deny that.
Even if you can eat as healthy as you want, but we still are in an environment of toxins.
Here in the state of California, not for long, we're trying to get out. Anyways, here in the state of California, buildings actually have to have, by law, this placard that's placed on the outside of the building that says Prop 65 warning. What Prop 65 warning says is that this building was constructed of materials known to cause cancer.
Yep. And that's pretty much our
Every building out here.
Yep. Yep. And in fact, if you drive through any of these areas, I remember years ago, I drove by and going, wait, did that fast food have a sign out there saying that the food that you're eating there is known to cause birth defects and cancer?
Yeah. Prop 66, it's actually a law out here that they have to have it on the
That
outside
you
of the
have
building.
to tell the people. Yeah.
And what that means is that you're consciously going into these buildings and you're basically saying, I'm aware because I saw the sign, you know. But that's what I mean by we live in a toxic world, because look, you're not going to get away from it. You drive a car, you're in traffic, you're
Well, even if you look at your car, right? Inside the car, it'll say the materials here
That's right.
may cause cancer, right?
yeah.
So everywhere you're at, you're bombarded with toxins, and the way to get rid of that is to cleanse.
Cleanse.
So one of the cleansers.
Well, and actually what we were introduced to when you had cancer,
Which one?
coffee enema.
Yes. Well, the first one was the colonics.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did get you a
Because
colonics.
that was like to clean all.
Now,
well,
you
I
can-
call that tripas, the intestinal area.
My mom went with you, actually, the first time you got the colonics done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, but when we actually got the Kalima board.
Well, that's for at home. So
Yeah.
so sorry, we're having our own conversation. Oh, you're still here. Colonics is, you can go to a place and get a colonics done. A technician will actually clean out your pipes.
Clean out your pipes and everything, and you do feel the difference. You get all that stuff out, and you're just like, wow, I feel like a lot lighter.
There's a way to do it at home with a Klima board.
Yeah, and I did it a lot, especially when I was fighting cancer.
That's right, you had to.
I did it daily. So I got the cleaner board and did it at home. So I did a colonics to myself on a daily basis every day while fighting cancer.
There's also the coffee enema, which
Very important.
yeah, no, it was part of your protocol in Mexico when we went down there to fight your cancer
Yeah.
and you healed cancer down there. And part of the protocol was the coffee enema. And coffee enema, we use a specific brand.
Yes, well, I like to use Pure Life.
Yeah, so we'll have a link down.
We're going to put in the description everything we talk about that we use and stuff will be in the description, the link, so you guys can
So you
go
can just click on it
directly.
and get to what we're talking about. But anyways, the difference in that coffee is it's roasted a specific way.
Yeah, it's the Gerson type. So it's Gerson approved.
Yes.
So because it's air roasted, there's a difference. Like if you go into the store and you get drum roasted coffee, it's a carcinogen, right? You don't want something that you're going to put up your poop chute. I'm just going to say it like it is.
I guess it was just a matter of time before someone on the show said poop shoot.
But you don't want to have that absorbed into your body that has carcinogens. So it's air roasted. Air roasted doesn't have that issue. There's drum roasted, air roasted. Air roasted is a safer one that does not have a carcinogen issue. But it wasn't just, coffee enemas, but you can also do wheatgrass enemas. There's different, when I went to Automotive Institute.
I tried. Guys, I tried it when it came out. And they say, hold it. They say, hold it for as long as you can. It was like seconds.
Yeah, but the thing, you want to first flush out with water, right? It's like a whole process. You do a water enema, clean any debris, get the stuff out of there so you're able to hold it because you want to absorb a lot of the compounds that are in there because it's very healing to the body. But like coffee enemas, when you're doing that, right, you're not just detoxing the liver. So your liver has 100,000 lobules, which is where your blood runs through, right? So as the blood is running through those lobules, it's cleaning itself out.
Well, so that's cleansing from internal, right? You
Yep,
take
yep.
supplements to help you cleanse from internal. We're talking that's more of an external. You're going to kind of help the system work itself off. We
Yes,
also
sir.
take that bath.
We also take that, and when you do the coffee enema, you turn on the glutathione, which is the mother of antioxidants. So it's a win-win. And yes, and then we do the bath.
Yes, and we do the bath with the Epsom salt, the borax, the Arm & Hammer baking soda, or any baking soda, and the clay.
In the bentonite clay.
Bentonite clay.
Yes. Again, we will have all
that'll be down
those
below.
there, so you know where to get 'em.
And then we do the foot detox.
Foot detox.
Which is
the foot detox machine, and you can get it on Amazon. Again, we'll have it right there. But you just kind of put water in there. You put your feet in there, a little bit of salt, like very little salt, because it kind of just sets it up. You put this thing around your waist, a thing around here. You turn the sucker on. You wait 30 minutes, and it just pulls all this junk out. I mean, the water gets gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But so that's all we're talking. That's like the physical cleansing. On a spiritual level,
Yes.
you kind of want to cleanse. You don't want to be holding on to some bad stuff.
Yep. You got to cleanse. Spiritually, a lot of times we just are, like I said, your spirit just feels down. You just feel like this, like you just don't connect, and life, you feel overwhelmed with what's going on in life. You're going to have to clean that out.
Was it Buddha? Was it Buddha that said holding on to a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person? If it wasn't Buddha, I'll correct it here. But I think it was Buddha that said that. I think it was Buddha that said that. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So you're holding on to something.
You got to let go.
Spiritually speaking, even Jesus taught, turn the other cheek wasn't just a clever phrasing.
And we don't mean like someone beating you up, take the other one, and you're like, it's like, no.
It's all good. Just get it out of your system. No, but we're saying, look, forgive. Let go of the bad stuff in the past, because it does affect your health. It really does.
You want to really clean out the spirit, because there's so much that one says, oh, I'm fine. But if you're spiritually feeling drained, you're not fine. It's time to really look into yourself. And for me, what helped me a lot was meditating. I meditated a lot, just to take the time to really build my spirit and soul and just feel good about everything, and just focus sometimes just on one little thing.
We use each other to detox as well. If we've had a bad day or we've dealt with a particularly bad person, we're each other's sounding board. We release and we let go.
Yep. Because sometimes you have to release, you have to tell somebody something, and they kind of give you, help you look at perspectively different thing of what you're going, I see that, your perspective on that, I get it. And you kind of just let go. And even the mind. Sometimes the mind is really tricky and hard, because it's just your mind keeps going and going and going, and you can't shut it up.
No, the perfect example of that is also when it comes to, like, when you think you have a fact, like you're listening to the news, and the news, you need to detox from the news sometimes, because they never report on good stuff. Yeah. It's never like a puppy said hello to a kitten today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
sometimes just turn off the TV. When it comes to the news, go click. Now if you want to watch something funny, whatever, that's fine. But if you're constantly watching the news and all it's telling you is one bad thing after another, you're feeding your mind, you're feeding your spirit all these horrible things that's going to cause an imbalance, and then you're worried and concerned, and that's so unhealthy and will affect your health.
And literally learn to live in the now.
Yes.
When Lourdes was dealing with cancer, and I got really clear that my little trick, my little mantra was that Lourdes is alive right now. And I know that sounds weird, but whenever I was afraid or I felt like it could be a bad outcome, it was because I was thinking about what could be. You know what I mean?
Not what is.
Fear doesn't live right now. Right now, she was fine. Right now, we're next to each other. And while we were down in Mexico, the only thing we brought with us to watch as far as entertainment was comedies.
Yes.
Anything comedic, anything funny. It's important to laugh.
Yes. Always laughter. And that's all we really focused on, is what can we do to watch or do that's going to make us laugh and feel really good. Because you want to build that spirit up. And laughter, by the way, when you're laughing, it actually helps the lungs and stimulates your immune system.
That's true.
So that's also a win. Hey, actually try that. Look at somebody start laughing. Either they're going to look at you crazy, or they're going to laugh.
It works on our grandson. If he's getting fussy, I just start laughing. And he's like this. Yeah, what? Yeah, okay, something funny happening.
And he wants to know.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on? Something funny.
He has this big old grin. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But then he laughs too. It's
I'm
funny.
just saying, it works for everybody. Oh, don't laugh at somebody if they're having a bad time, though.
Well,
I mean, in the middle of it, it got a flat tire. Like, flat tire.
no, that's when you say you need help.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But we will be back after these messages.
That's it. Dr. Nuzum's Inflamagon.
It's powerful anti-inflammatory botanical formula.
So this bad boy's got curcumin, and he gets that curcumin from organic turmeric root.
Yes, which is important. We want organic. And freeze-dried frankincense oil.
Freeze-dried frankincense oil is boswellic acid, actually. Boswellic acid.
I love these words.
I know. Our vocabulary has been so expanded since we started working with Dr. Nuzum.
Yes.
And that's boswellic acid is important because it's one of the things that help you. It actually helps with inflammation, but it also is an inhibitor for tumors.
Yeah.
So
so why not prevent or get rid of if you have one of those things or you don't know you have it yet?
Yeah, right. And why just jump ahead of it? Because this formula is bound to Dr. Nuzum's unique fulvic acid and humic acid.
Which, by the way, those two minerals that you really do need if you want to stay healthy. And it gives maximum absorption and anti-inflammatory action. People.
You're likely dealing with inflammation.
Yes, because most people don't realize that if you end up with certain pains and aches, that's inflammation. Inflammation causes aches and pains to let you know there's an issue.
And prolonged inflammation is really what causes these chronic illnesses, to and including cancer. So
we take this as well, and it's amazing. In fact, real quick tidbit, even as a thin person, I always had this little pouch, but since I've been taking this, I'm like, I must have had inflammation because that little pouch is gone.
Goodbye pouch, no more punch. So you want to go to www.drnuzum.com, get that anti-inflammatory formula of his in Inflamagon. I love the name Inflamagon.
Like it's gone.
Inflamagon.
Inflam is gone.
We love it.
We do.
I'll let that one slide. We love it. We know that you love it too because look, inflammation is something that you really want to work out of your system right now.
Yeah, like if you want to avoid health issues, when you have too much inflammation just creates, and especially if it's consistently going on,
right.
It causes diseases, it causes illnesses. Who wants to be sick?
And you can trust Inflamagon because it comes from Dr. Nuzum, and
we trust it.
We trust it, and we love it.
And we take this sucker daily.
Love it.
We like to prevent.
Principle number 4. Healing is a process, okay? And this is a beautiful thing. Healing is a process, and healing always starts with stabilization. Until you're stable, you cannot heal. Okay, I tell everyone, your health is, if you're ill, your health, especially if you're chronically ill, your health is kind of like a leaky dam. It just doesn't work, okay? And until we plug up all those holes in the leaky dam and get that dam functioning again, we can't really fix any of the problems. We gotta plug up the holes in the dam first, correct? Okay, so that's stabilization. Another analogy is, let's say you cut your finger with a dirty, rusty nail, okay? First thing you have to do is put pressure on that wound and stop the bleeding. Until the bleeding stops, the wound is not stable, right? And so if you have a bleeding patient in a hospital, that patient is not stable until the bleeding stops, all right? And so we can't progress any farther until that bleeding stops. Okay, so first thing we gotta do is stop that bleeding, right? Stabilize the patient. We have to stabilize their situation. Well, there's a little unwritten law that says no dirty wound will ever heal. Okay, and that's true spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay, almost, it's a universal law. No dirty wound will ever heal, right? So what do you have to do to get a dirty wound to heal? You have to detoxify it. Okay, you cut your finger with a dirty, rusty nail until you get all the dirt and all the rust out of that finger. Every piece of dirt and every piece of rust in that finger is going to block the healing process. If your body is chock full of heavy metals, until you get rid of those heavy metals, every one of those heavy metals is going to be a roadblock to your body healing. If you're full of chemicals, same thing. If you're deficient in nutrients, none of the machinery, okay, the physiologic functions of your body can operate properly. Okay, that's kind of like your car missing nuts and bolts. Okay, if your car is missing nuts and bolts, is it going to operate properly? Think of this: if you're eating a standard American diet, you're only getting at best about 20% of the nutrients you need on a daily basis. Okay, so that's like getting into an airplane that someone randomly removed 80% of the nuts and bolts from, okay, and expecting that airplane to take off and actually land in the right location. Okay, that's what's happening in our society today, and people's bodies are breaking down so fast because they can't repair. They don't have the raw material to repair. Okay, that's what nutrition's all about, supplying the raw materials so your body can fix itself. Okay, it can't fix itself out of thin air. It just can't do it. So, detoxification has to happen in order for healing to progress from stable to better. Okay, and it's interesting. Detoxification is the most pivotal step. You can stabilize a wound. Think of this: you can, if you have a sliver in the bottom of your foot, right? You can get an orthotic for your foot. You can get special shoes for your foot. You can do all kinds of things to take the pressure off that spot, right? But until you pull the sliver out of your foot is not going to heal, right? Until you detoxify that foot, it's not going to heal. Okay? So it's the same thing with your liver, same thing with your brain, same thing with your spine, same thing with your joints, same thing with your gut, okay? Until you detoxify and remove the things that are blocking the healing process, you cannot heal. Okay, so detox is extremely pivotal in this whole process. Finally, we come to the third component of the healing process, and that's fortification. And here's the analogy I like to use. Let's say we're in medieval times, okay? And there's bad guys coming after us, right? And we come upon this old castle, and it's ran down. None of the walls are fortified. None of the doors are any good. They're all rotten and whatnot. So what do? Okay, well, we know this other army is coming after us, right? So we go in and we clean out all the old stuff, get all the junk out of there. And next, what do? We start fortifying the defenses, right? We use that castle and we start fortifying defenses. Well, your body is your castle, okay? You have to remove all the garbage out of your system so that we can rebuild it and we can fortify your defenses, okay? Until the defenses are fortified, you're still susceptible to whatever process has been going on in your system. So we have to stabilize someone first. Okay, normally in a chronic situation, that stabilization isn't like stopping a bleeding wound. Okay, what it looks like is normally we have to get them strong enough to detoxify. Okay, once we get them strong enough to detoxify, we have to cleanse them, get the garbage out of their system. And as they detoxify, they get to a certain point of hygiene, okay, where their body's cleansed enough, then we have to start fortifying their defenses. We have to start building up their system. And as we fortify those defenses, we prevent the return of whatever the condition they've been dealing with. And if we don't go through those steps, you can't jump from step A to step C. You can't start with step B unless you're healthy enough. Okay? And you can't just go to step C. You have to do this process. Okay? Otherwise, what'll happen is you're going to spend lots and lots and lots of money and you're not going to get very much better. Okay? That's exactly what we're seeing in the world, okay, in the medical community and in the alternative medical community. It's what we're seeing, okay, where people are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and hardly getting any better, okay? And the reason being is no one's observing this process. Okay, this is paramount. If you want to heal, there's a very basic process here, okay? And you follow these simple steps. Get strong enough to detoxify, and then fortify your defenses. It's as simple as that, okay? You cut your finger with a dirty, rusty nail, okay? You stop the bleeding. Number 1, stabilize the situation. Number 2, you cleanse the wound, right? Detoxify. Number 3, you put a bandage on it. You fortify that wound, right? If you continue that process, what happens to your finger? It heals, okay? Your finger's no different than your heart. It's no different than your brain. No different than your arm. No different than your leg. No different than your spine, okay? Every part of your body heals the same way. So that's what principle number 4 is all about in my healing philosophy.
We're back.
It's so demanding.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed the show, and because we did.
Yeah, Dr. Nuzum, every time I watch one of his principles, I go, huh.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because go back and watch it again, and all the stuff you got and you learned, you'll see that you go, oh, I didn't catch that one.
Yeah.
It's always good to go back and look at those.
I always go, huh.
Yep.
Huh, he's
We
right.
love
Yep,
it.
that man's right. He's on
Yep,
it. Yeah,
yep.
he's got that worked out.
Always more to learn.
Absolutely.
Yep. And do not forget to subscribe.
I thought maybe this was a musical, and I'm like, what, did I miss something?
You did, honey.
Do not forget to subscribe.
To subscribe and click on that one.
No, I'm gonna mess myself up. This one. Now I got to figure out that one.
Right here.
Right here.
Go there where you can donate.
Yes.
Yeah, you do want to donate.
Well, I mean, so yeah, if you're enjoying yourself and we're enjoying ourselves, and it's a win-win because we're enjoying ourselves, but we're also out to help the world.
We want to entertain, but at the same time, we really do want to help people change their lifestyle into a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
Because a healthy lifestyle, we have a healthy world.
We can all
people.
thrive. We're all here to thrive. We're all here to do well.
Yep. And that's our goal. So
That's it.
help us help you.
Help us help
you.
others.
Yes.
And you.
And you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because you matter too.
right.
Yeah.
Well, and you're here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
thank you for being a part of our show. Thank you for being a part of our
It really
conversation.
means a lot to us, really, that you guys are watching and that you're sharing and that you enjoy it. I mean, we get your messages, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you. We appreciate every one of the messages, and we do enjoy reading them and responding.
Subscribe, like, and share. It's the like our brilliant daughter said. It's the easy, inexpensive way for you to help us.
Yep.
And we thank you for that. And we thank you for that help.
But you have to do it with the song. Subscribe. Here, and here. Oh, aquí, ahí, allá. No. I tried.
I was thinking, am I more metal than that though? More subscribe. No, not our message.
No.
Okay.
But.
Yep. Subscribe, like, and share, and please donate. You can go to our website.
To our website,
Yep.
which you see it right here, and you just have to go and you type in the Lourdes and Chris Show.com.
In fact, subscribe to that too.
Yeah, subscribe. You can actually send us emails.
And say hello.
Yeah, and say hi. Tell us what you enjoyed.
Yeah.
What you want us to talk about.
What you want to see more of.
Yeah. All of it.
All that.
Well,
So-
we actually, I won't ruin it, but there's another one that's coming up on the next episode. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, just a teaser. It's definitely about the spiritual aspect of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, anyways,
I
won't say more.
No, we won't say more. We'll ruin it. So
It's great though.
it's great.
We're excited for it. And we're excited for you, and we're thankful that you're here. We love you, and we appreciate you being here. We want to thank our sponsors, the Dr. Newsom.
Yes.
DrNewsom.com.
Dr. Daniel Newsom. You can go to
His
drnewsom.com.
amazing wife, Gina.
We love them.
Yeah. You do
Seriously.
too. I can tell. I can tell.
And Civil Right
That's right.
Global.com, where you get a toxic free pillow with silver in it.
People don't think about that, but you sleep on toxics every night if you don't get a toxic free pillow. Yeah.
So get on there. we want to thank them. But by the way, just remember, anytime you purchase from silverrightglobal.com, before you check out, make sure you put option C, because that's the promo code that's going to give you 20% off.
That's right. And our books are available on Amazon,
Yes.
Our Journey to Option C, and in Spanish.
Nuestro viaje a la opción C.
One of these days I'm going to memorize Nuestro Viaje.
No, just say nuestro
No, I
viaje.
won't do Nuestro
Nuestro viaje
Viaje
a la
a la Opción
opción C.
C.
There you go.
I'll just say it one of these days and she'll be like, what? Anyway, so that's available online. And then Lourdes' book, 3-Week Step into a Healthier You, which is kind of like a fast
Quick.
lane.
It's real
It's
quick,
a
yeah.
fast lane to get into that healthy lifestyle. So
And if you want to, on a constant basis, all the time, have all these different recipes,
That's
right?
and insights. And insights.
And insights.
Yeah.
You want this one. You also want to get the 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Because 3 weeks does get you into a quick start. And I mean, we've had people like just get better and drop weight.
Yeah.
And all sorts of stuff. But this one is a whole help of a lifestyle that we're trying to introduce you guys, because we want you guys to be healthy.
That's it.
We do. Because you guys being healthy really means a lot to us, and that's why we do the show.
That's why we do this show.
Yeah. So donate.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
That's right. With the really cool guy.
You didn't?
No. Or girl. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we don't know. We don't know.
Could
We're about to find out.
maybe we just have a kitten. I don't know. Just you don't know either. You don't know anything.
Yep, you don't. I know nothing.
No.
No,
Just stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned.
It's coming.
See you guys then. Bye.